And we are live from TCU University as LSU comes into town to play the 13th ranked TCU Horned Frogs. Horned Frogs come in with a 6-2 record. LSU 4-5 on the season, but record doesn't say anything. TCU, they're coming on a 2-game losing streak while LSU is hot on a 3-game win streak. LSU's win streak includes wins over Baylor, Ole Miss, and Tulane. TCU, unfortunately, on that 2-game losing streak, they fell to Oregon and Oregon State in back-to-back games. But would love a good bounce back here as we approach the end of the regular season here over the Tigers. My name is Isaac Estrada. I will be your play-by-play and color commentator this afternoon. I am joined by my good friend Cookie here on Game On Sports, and we are just a few short moments away from the opening face-off. TCU getting fired up as they hit the field now. Joseph Kavanaugh has been the man on the opening faceoff so far this season, and it looks like that's where he's going to be again for the opening faceoff of this one. See who meets him in the center. Last bit of showmanship before we get ready here. Looks like number 9 for LSU. Don't have a number on him on my roster sheet, but he will be the opening faceoff on the LSU side. Right, here we go. Opening faceoff is off. Let's see who rips it first. Kavanaugh, great job right there, and TCU is going to start it off. Gives it back to Kavanaugh, and now Kavanaugh on the move. Underneath to number 23, Jack Storer. Storer passes that one away, now playing from behind the goal. Bit high, they do a good job of retaining that one. Now Braddock Jones passes that one off. Over the top, nice save right there by LSU. This one rolling free. Let's see who's got it. TCU does have the handles on it. They're right back into it. Over the middle, see if they can get it. Oh, another nice save right there by LSU. Michael Tittman, 65% save percentage on the season. Gets 2 quick ones right there and gets LSU the ball. Tittman gets that one deep out of there. See if TCU can take advantage after the misstep. That one rolls out. And they'll call this one TCU ball. Excuse me, LSU ball. LSU coming the other way now, passes it back. Over the middle, number 41, Jack Slurthen. Sutherland spins around, tries to put a shot off, rolls to the left side. LSU will maintain possession. Tries to spin around again. Nice save right there. Cooper Coleman, 59% save percentage on the season. Gets another nice one right there. So TCU now with a bit of steam underneath them, passes that one off to number 13, Will Roth, excuse me. Jack Store moves in, rotates, see if he can get it. Oh, that one bounces behind. Just short, and it will be a save by the LSU goalie. He gets his hand on it. Tippmann again. Passes that one over the middle. LSU slows the pace down now just a little bit as Nick Neff has the ball in his hands. Full head of steam. Will be behind the goal. Passes it over the middle. LSU still got it. Nick Nucato trying to roll in. Passes it over the middle. And that is in. LSU on the board first. Number 26, Marco Gudat gets LSU on the board for the first time this afternoon. Make it a 1-0 game. Still got about 11 and a half remaining in the first period of play. But like we talked about at the beginning, record doesn't always tell the tale of the tape. And LSU, they're on a 3-game win streak. They don't want to stop now. They want to take down one of the biggest names in MCLA, 13th ranked TCU Horned Frogs. And they're on the board first. See if he gets a hold of this face-off. Still rolling. Oh, someone loses a stick. You immediately see the whistle is blown, and this will be TCU ball. Few adjustments made from both sides. Passes that one to Braddock Jones. Ryder Peterson gives that one off. LSU some tight coverage, slinks under the middle and over the top and rolls out. Gavin Bacher had the right idea that time, couldn't make it happen. TCU still remains with possession, passes that one back. Trying to go upfield, spins back around. Couldn't get the shot off. I believe that was taken away by LSU, and it was. LSU still rolling full head of steam. Number 8, Evan Weimarsh gets that one off. Now playing near side of the goal. Romito passes that one off. Under 10 minutes now here in the first period of play. Trying to dribble his way in. Full head of steam. That one dribbles around and out. Believe it still is LSU ball, and it will be. LSU trying to go over the middle a bit high right there. Let's see who gets a hold of it. Still rolling. Yep, TCU going to take advantage. Some slick moves right there by TCU before they pass that one away. Braddock Jones, lengthy frame, gets the ball back into his hand and slows down the momentum just a bit. Jones trying to get a screen right there by his teammate, spins around. Jones, oh, little on the right side. That one flings out. TCU still got it. So TCU still with possession. Jack Store passes that one around, tries to go behind the back and puts it in with some style points. Mac Rodvold gets TCU on the board first this afternoon. Behind the back shot, Mac Rodvold. So TCU evens this game out at 1 apiece with 8.5 still in the first period. That one is scooped up. Kavanaugh wins the faceoff, passes that one back. TCU still got it. LSU, they're playing a little bit more heavy pressure now. Brandon Lee passes that one away to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh fighting some tight pressure, finally going to push his way through. Passes that one back low to Mac Rodvold. Rodvold out to Store, and now they finally get a moment to calm down a little bit. And once again, Braddock Jones. Store passes it over the middle, full head of steam. It goes low and can't make it happen. Sean Leaney. No dice that time. Trying to move in over the top. Oh, thought he had put it through. Instead, it's a save by LSU. Titman tries to get that one out of there. Tight defense, a bit over tossed, and that one is taken advantage by Braddock Jones. Jones playing some tight defense is going to pass that one back over the middle. Rodvold now has it with some space. Store passes that one over the middle. Full head of steam. Oh, looked like it was going to be a nice save by LSU. Couldn't capitalize. Again, he tips it off, and that time LSU does have it. Michael Tippmann playing his best ball today. Multiple saves on the day. And now LSU coming the other way with a full head of steam following those nice saves. Passes it back. LSU strikes gold very quickly as number 13, Dylan Cummer, gets himself on the board and gives LSU back that one-score lead. So, with some momentum there, Michael Tippmann with a handful of saves. They fling that one very deep, get on the board very quickly following that. See who gets a hold of that one. LSU does got it. Trying to pull back around now, passes it away. Now passes that one deep back to Nick Sukata. Oh, that one goes low and bounces around. Dylan Cumer passes that one away, tries to drive in. TCU playing some tight defense. Now back over the middle, back to Cumer. Cumer faces some tight defense near the goal. That one rolls around, and TCU does take advantage. Nice defense right there by TCU near the goal. They're still rolling. Rodvold still has it, now trying to drive in. Saw the pressure, passes it back over the middle. Spins around, goes over the middle, and puts it through. Ryder Peterson gets on the board. I believe he faked the spin, then after that did the spin and goes over the middle for a nice score right there for LSU, or excuse me, TCU. Under 5 minutes now in this first period of play. Both teams going back and forth, 2 apiece for each squads. See who gets a hold of it. Looks like TCU nearly had it. Now it's LSU. Matthew Olivio has it, passes it behind the goal. Trying to pull through, goes low. Miscommunication right there. Looks like LSU will still have it. They will. Ooh, that one hits the ankle. See if TCU can take advantage, and they will. Misstep by LSU. Great job right there by number 13, Will Roth, getting a hold of that one. Braddock Jones checks in as Roth. Faces some heavy pressure, passes that one back. Rodvold trying to drive in, play some tight defense right there by LSU, and LSU takes it back. Over the middle, a bit low. They still got it, though. Adam Dalton passes that one away. Spins inwards. Ooh, passes it back a little far behind him. That one rolls out, and yep, will be TCU ball now. We got 2.5 here in the first period. Back and forth game so far as that one is flung deep into the hands of Jake Vietnamese, who puts it through. Jake Vietnamese. Very hard last name to pronounce. Viet Zik Nick, I believe. Very hard last name to pronounce, but regardless, he gets TCU on the board and gives them the lead for the first time in this first period of play. This one loosens up right into the hands of TCU. Great job again by Kavanaugh. Opening faceoffs have been his as he has the ball back into his hand again. Faces some heavy pressure, passes that one away before he takes a hit. And it's going to roll. Rolls all the way out. Small mental error right there by TCU, and now LSU is going to have ball. Inbounds that one to Adam Dalton. Adam Dalton leads LSU on the season on goals made. He sits at 16. Oh, big hit right there. Takes it full head of steam. Another nice save. Excuse me. Kent White, I believe, checked in for goalie for LSU, excuse me, TCU. Goes low. Was a nice save right there by LSU. Teammate right there to capitalize off it. Now they get this one out of their own territory. Full head of steam, passes it back, bit high, able to capitalize. Hits it, and another nice save right there. Kent White, two straight beautiful saves as he's going to go far out of his own goal. Ooh, see what he decides to do with this one. Goes very far out of his own goal before he gets it away, and Kent knows he has to go back. Trying to make that long trip back before they get there. White does. Oh, bit far to the left. Right idea right there by number 11, Andrew Rotemeal. Kent White went very far out of his comfort zone right there as he went over halfway across the field as the goalie was able to make it back in time, though. Romito on the missed attempt, but LSU still has the ball. And last 30 seconds here. 15 seconds. LSU still got it. Let's see if they can knot this game up. Tries to go over the middle, passes it back. Swings through, goes low. This one is going to roll out. 7 seconds. LSU knows they have to roll. They do. Time resumes. Trying to pull through 3, 2. That one's going to bounce around, and that is how the first period of play will end. TCU hanging on strong. 3-2 lead over the LSU Tigers who come into town today. We'll be back for the second period of play here on Game On Sports when it starts. We thank you for joining us. Be back in just a few short moments. And we are back here live for the second period of play on Game On Sports as TCU holds a 3-2 lead over LSU. Saw a very nice competitive back and forth. LSU was the first one to draw blood against TCU, but TCU really just made it a back and forth competitive game. We saw Mac Rodvold with the make on the day. Jack Vidsenik also gone on the board along with Mac Sommerkamp. See who wins this opening faceoff here of the second period. That one is going to roll free. Excuse me, it was Ryder Peterson who was on the board, not Max Sommerkamp. Not yet, at least. As that one goes deep away. Nick Sukato slows down the tempo just a little bit still. Sukato tries to put the moves on his man, is going to drive in. Sukato goes low and out to the far right. Trying to swing around. Let's see where he goes. Goes back over the middle. He's got it. Full head of steam. Another nice save. Kent White been the MVP of this game so far for TCU with a handful of nice saves. Number 13, Will Roth. He's been a huge playmaker in this game. Is going to be able to keep his balance. See if he can do more than just playmaking as that one bounces around, but is saved by Tittman. Tittman going to get that one out of there. So far, fast-paced second period of play. I say that as they're going to lose it. TCU scoops it back up and now slowing down the momentum. Trying to wait for his men to get near. Passes that one to Braddock Jones. Trying to spin around, goes to the right side, can't make it happen. Ryder Peterson with the right idea, already had one make on the game, couldn't make it two. TCU still has possession. Max Sommerkamp going a little bit high right there. I think TCU is still going to have it. They will. Mac Rodvold passes that one away. Trying to work his way inward. That's Peterson who's going to take a fall. Big hit right there by LSU. It won't matter. Max Sommerkamp is on the board. Earlier, I mistakenly said he had a point, but he didn't. Now he finally does. Make this a 4-2 game in TCU's favor. So for the first time this afternoon, TCU holds more than a 1-point lead. Kavanaugh back on the faceoff. He's been so good this afternoon at helping his team get momentum early with these faceoff wins. See if he can do it again. That one scrapes by. You see the whistle is blown. And this will be LSU. Excuse me, TCU. LSU, TCU, very confusing names. I've butchered it about half a dozen times so far. Passes that one in. Trying to move forward. Ooh, tight defense right there. Still trying to work his way in. Now spins back around. Passes that one back to Sommerkamp. Excuse me, Gavin Bacher. Over the middle, trying to go low, can't make it happen. Just about 3.5 has scraped off of this second period of play. That one a bit high right there. Let's see if LSU can still get it. They can. Oh, and another miscommunication play right there. LSU has to pick up these plays right here. Passes that one back. Jack Sutherland slows down. Alan Barnett is going to go low, passes that one away. LSU really taking their time here. Trying to drive in, knows they need to get on the board, and that one a bit high right there. They're still going to keep possession. Adam Dalton will inbound this one. Trying to swoop in, Dalton. Oh, nice save again, Kent White. playing his best ball this afternoon. Passes that one high behind the goal. TCU still retains with possession. Luke P. passes that one away. Over the middle. Oh, looked like he had a full head of steam ready to take that shot a bit high right there. That one is going to roll free. Now LSU gets a hold of it. Now they're coming the other way. Passes that one over the middle. You see a penalty flag flies. Ball is out wide right. See what the penalty's on.
Cooper Coleman is number 37 today.
Oh, he is? Thank you so much for letting me know.
He got his jersey, but he's been in goal.
Well, looks like Cooper Coleman is still under goalie. They had a jersey swap today that I had no idea about. So Cooper Coleman, I knew there was something funny about number 37. I know he looked a little bit like Cooper Coleman, but Cooper Coleman playing his best ball today as the goalie, just in a new number. So a penalty flag was thrown. Believe it was on TCU, and now LSU remains with possession. Full head of steam. Oh, way high right there by TCU. Passes that one in, now over the middle. Tries his luck again. Cooper Coleman with the save. You know, that's something maybe I should ask. Is there any jersey swaps before the game starts that I might need to know about? Is there anyone that changed jerseys surprisingly or forgot their gear at home that I might need to know about? Over the middle, and he's going to put it through. LSU strikes very quickly following the miscommunication by TCU. See who was on that one. I believe it was number 8. Who was that, number 6 or number 8? I believe that was number 8, Evan Wyrish. Gets TCU on the board for the first time this afternoon. Here's it, Billy Brooks. It's either number 6 or 8. A bit hard to see from there. Regardless, back for another face-off. TCU still has a 4-3 lead over LSU. Ooh, this one prize free. Let's see who gets a hold of it. Whistle blows. They're going to say that this is LSU ball. This one is scooped up, ready to go here for LSU. Under 9 minutes now here in the second period. So far, back and forth game, but the action has slowed down just a touch here in the second period. LSU passes that one behind the goal. Now back over the top. Trying to spin around. Ooh. Big hit right there. Yep, penalty flag flies. Looks like he locked him in a little bit with his stick. Was waiting for the flag to be thrown, and it was. So now, LSU with the ball, number 21, Alex Barnett. Barnett passes that one. Now behind the goal. Over the top. Oh, wanted the full head of steam on that one. Lost it. TCU takes it back. Inbounds that one. No one in sight. Ooh, nice job right there, scooting that one away. Back into the hands of TCU. They're going to take it back. See who's got it back and forth now. And TCU has their hands on it. And now finally gets that away from the enemies. I believe a flag was thrown on TCU. Someone was over the line, is what I'm hearing. And just a few miscommunications right there. And LSU has possession now. Number 11, Andrew Romit. Passes that one over the middle, goes low, puts it through. Andrew Romito gets himself on the board and knocks this one up at 4 apiece for LSU. Gavinoff swipes this one away. Let's see who gets a hold of it. And still loose right here. This is big. Who's going to get it close to the goal? And it will be TCU. They are going to pass that one to the goalie, Cooper Coleman. Coleman gets that one out of there a bit high. They still do have it. Moving quickly, passes that one over the middle. Tough pressure right there by LSU close to the goal. That one rolls out, and it will be TCU ball. Ooh, that one a bit high right there. Still rolls. Got it. Passes that one back over the middle. Marco Gudat slows the pace down now an inch. Trying to pull through. Rolls around. That one bounces off of the goal. Now they're going to get this one out. Whistle is blown. I believe the first timeout is taken of the game for TCU. We are knotted up at 4 apiece, under 5.5 minutes remaining here in this second period of play. We thank you for joining us for Game On Sports. We'll be back after this very quick timeout. See you in just a few short moments. Both teams beginning to hit the field now following that timeout for LSU. Excuse me, TCU. We are knotted up at four apiece for both sides now. So to start off this second period of play, TCU got on the board first with the goal, make it 4-2, but back-to-back makes from LSU knot us up at four apiece, and now we are back underway. TCU, of course, with possession. Inbounds that one to number 38, Gavin Batcher. Sommerkamp trying to pull through, is going to thought he lost it, but it looks like it was just a short pass. That one does roll out. And now we're looking at LSU ball. Inbounds that one and now gets it out. Whistle is blown. I believe it was just a little miscommunication right there by both sides, but we're back underway. Clock still rolling under 5 minutes now as they fling that one deep away. LSU got it. Trying to pull through, goes high right there. Tight defense by TCU. It's going to roll out. Coleman gets that one out of there. Passes that one away. Peterson tried to move in between two defenders. Instead, he gets caught up. Good job right there by Braddock Jones to scoop it. Whistle is blown. Penalty is called on TCU. Jake Sutherland is going to inbound this one. Passes this one back behind the goal. Oh, small mental mistake right there by LSU. This one getting kicked around. It is picked up by TCU. So here we go, full head of steam. Let's see if he's going to immediately try to capitalize. Tries to go over the middle. It's scooped away by LSU. Now Tippmann finds it into his hands, flings that one deep, a bit high right there, rolls out, and this will be TCU ball. Braddock Jones passes that one away. We got under 3 minutes, scoops it low. Look like a little golf putt right there. Ryder Peterson gets on the board for the second time this afternoon and finally going to get that lead back for TCU. Javanoff meets back in the center for another face-off. That one flies free. Let's see who gets a hold of it. Will be LSU. See if they can get a hand on it. They can. Slowing the momentum down just a little bit. Billy Brooks already has one make on the day for himself. Is going to pass that one away. Passes that one off. Now trying to go over the middle. Takes a huge hit. Spins around. Passes it. Puts it through. LSU right back at him. Billy Brooks with his second make of the afternoon and knock this one back up. 5 apiece, just under 2 minutes now remaining in the game. In the first half, excuse me. So still, throughout this first half, it has been so back and forth. Looking at a tie game. This one loosens up. Let's see who gets a hold of it. Will be TCU. Whistle is blown. And it will be a timeout. Last minute and 46 seconds is what we'll have remaining in the first half when we come back here on Game On Sports. See you in just a few short moments. Both teams now beginning to break out of their timeout as we are ready to roll here for the last minute and 46 of this first half. My name is Isaac Estrada. I've had the opportunity in the first half to be your play-by-play and color commentator. I'm joined by my good friend Cookie here on Game On Sports. Last minute and 45 of this first half. Back and forth we go. Been a few times in this game where TCU held the lead, but LSU very quickly striking back. Billy Brooks on the LSU side with 2 makes on the day for himself. And on the TCU side, we got Ryder Peterson with 2 makes on the day for himself. Max Sommerkamp passes that one around. Now has the ball back in his hands. He is very shifty. So he passes that one away a little bit high right there. Sommerkamp does have it. He's going to pass that one, goes low and puts it through. Nice assist right there by Sommerkamp. But number 45, Sean Leaney, gets on the board. Max Sommerkamp, Sean Leaney, those two lead the team on goals made headed into this game. Both had 15, both have 1 in this game and now sit at 16 on the season. And more importantly, TCU has the lead right back. So TCU wins this face-off here, last minute of the game. See if they can get another one. Mac Rodvold trying to put the spins on him. Got to have one eye on that clock. He's going to pass that one away to Braddock Jones, who goes over the middle. Peterson whips it around and puts it through. Give him the hat trick on the day. Ryder Peterson, 3 straight in the first half. And now LSU looks at a 7-5 lead. This one whips away. Let's see who's got it. It will be TCU, or so we thought. Heavy pressure right there. LSU's got it. Whistle blows. And it will be TCU. So last 15 seconds. Mac Rodvold is going to pass that one away. Braddock Jones now has to have one eye on that clock. Passes it over the middle. Going to go low. Bounces around and rolls out. 4 seconds remain. Whistle blows. Trying to spin around. Goes high right there. Bounces around. And that is how the first half will end. Back and forth contest. Last 2 minutes. LSU slightly going to pull away. They hold themselves a 7-5 lead. We thank you for joining us for the first half of this game. We'll be back for the second here on Game On Sports in just about 10 minutes. Be back in just a few short moments.
I'll listen to it in just a second. Hey, bro. Grab your phone. I know toss it into your shoe. You just go watch the sport.
And we are live and ready to go for the second half here at TCU University as LSU comes into town to play the 13th ranked Horned Frogs. TCU right now holding on to a 7-5 lead. This game was 5-5 just about a minute and a half before we hit half. But last minute and a half, we saw a nice Max Sommerkamp layup where he hit Ryder Peterson for his goal. And then right after that, Ryder Peterson does it himself and gives himself a hat trick, making this a 7-5 game in favor of TCU. When this game started, I had said that TCU was 6-2, LSU 4-5. But TCU came into this game on a 2-game losing streak to both Oregon and Oregon State, while LSU was on a 3-game win streak over teams like Baylor, Ole Miss, and Tulane. That was my tale of the take. We'll see what this second half holds for us here on Game on Sports. My name is Isaac Estrada. Once again, I will be your play-by-play commentator and color commentator for the second half of this game, just as I was for the first half. I am joined by my good friend Cookie here on Game on Sports. We are excited to be here. Sunny, windy afternoon here at TCU University. See what the second half holds. Joseph Kavanaugh, I will say, first period, he had a great amount of face-off wins. Second period, he was struggling to find his footing. See where it goes from here. Whistle blows. This one gets kicked around, and LSU's got it. LSU will start us off here with possession. Passes that one back. Let's see if the wind is going to play a factor. We've seen it being huge right there. Oh, can't get there in time. Over the top for the nice make right there. TCU is going to strike immediately. Mac Rodvolt, give him number 2 on the day. And you see Michael Tippmann gets baited to come out of his own end zone, come out of his own goalie, excuse me. Gets baited a few feet away. As soon as that happens, Rodvold just quickly over the top, didn't have a whole lot of steam behind it, but an open goal is an open goal. He takes advantage, and now TCU is going to hold on to a 3-point lead. Whistle blows. See who's got a hold of this one. This one is going to fly. And yes, TCU does have it again. Takes a tumble right there. See if he can get his fingertips back on this one. He can. It rolls out. Believe this is LSU ball? It will be. Passes this one around. trying to draw forward. Now over the middle, full head of steam's going to put it through. LSU needed that one in a big way, and Alex Barnett delivers. LSU chopping into this lead just a little bit. Now it's 8-6 on the game. Whistle blows. Let's see who gets a hold of it. Will be TCU. I think he went the wrong way just for a minute, opened his eyes and said, oh, wait a minute. Kavanaugh passes that one over the middle. Tight defense right there by LSU. He had a hook underneath him. I don't think a penalty flag flew. I believe someone was holding. Nothing got him that time. Let's see if they can get one right here. LSU. Oh, that one drives out of bounds. Miscommunication right there. So TCU now with possession. H.A. Gucero. Oh, that one is going to pop free. See who gets a hold of it. Still bounces around, and it will be Gucero. He passes that one back. Whistle's blown. I'm not sure if a timeout was called. I think it was. It was a lot of back and forth action right now, so not surprised the timeout was called. We will take it with them and be back in just a few short moments here on Game On Sports.
It's never a good thing anyway.
And we are back and ready to go here following the timeout at the start of this third period of play. We thank you again for joining us here on Game On Sports. So both teams striking gold here early in the third period, making this a 8-6 game. Wind still going heavy here. Sun is out and shining. TCU still has possession here following that timeout. Passes that one inbounds. Braddock Jones had the right idea, just a little bit to the left. Trying to scoop around, see if he can get it, and he can! Does it himself, number 23. Jake Storr gets on the board. He swung around and did that all himself. TCU, 9-6 game now. And the Tigers, they're starting to get outpaced here. You see TCU playing very fast and with a lot of momentum, and LSU really trying to keep up. They've been struggling to do so here. So TCU, coming into this game, they say, man, we're tired of losing. At one point, ranked in the top 10. Now they fall to number 13. They need a big win here, and I think they're seeing this one as an easy layup. LSU giving them a run for their money so far, but they do have the lead. Over the top now. Trying to swing through behind the goal. Tight defense, passes it back, full head of steam, gonna go low and spike. Nope. I believe it bounced off the outside of the goal. Thought it was a goal, but just shook the goal a little bit, did not go through, and TCU still got it. Max Sommerkamp slows down the momentum just a little bit. He leads the team in goals on the season, him and Sean Leaney both sitting at 16 now. Sommerkamp trying to take advantage, and now he does it all on his own. Give him 17 on the season and number 2 on the day. Max Sommerkamp putting it through again. Like we talked about earlier, TCU really just starting to outpace LSU here in the second half. 10-6 ball game now. And if LSU doesn't focus up a little bit, keep pace with TCU, they're going to get outstretched deep here in the second half. This one rolls around. Let's see who's got it. Nice physical play by both sides. It's LSU. LSU needed that one here. Whoop, but they're going to lose it. Pounces high. Oh, man, let's see who's got this one. It's still rolling. And it will be LSU. Dribbles around, scooped up. Oh, this one's still floating around. LSU has it. They're just going to fling that one back to Tillman. To Tittman, excuse me. Five minutes scraping off the clock here in the third period. Ooh, that one bounces off the top, rolls out. Spins around. Still bounces. LSU does have it. Whistle blows. See what this one's on. Trying to march their way in. Passes it back behind the goal. Goes low. See if he can get a head full of steam right there. It's going to bounce around. Nice attempt by Nucado. Couldn't make it happen. LSU still has possession. Passes it back to Nucado. Nucado, see if second time's the charm. Goes through. Cooper Coleman with the nice save. So LSU had their chances right there. Cooper Coleman locks in with 2 nice saves. I'm going to get this one out. Braddock Jones now has the ball. Jones trying to put the moves on his man, still scoots forward, passes it over the middle, a bit low right there. It's going to roll out, and that'll be LSU ball. Braddock Jones trying to go over the middle, couldn't make it happen. Now Alex Barnett, can he get it out of there for LSU? And LSU, you would hate to only have one score on the game in this third period of play, especially down here by 4. Got to get rolling here. You know TCU is not going to take their foot off the gas. We've seen that throughout this season. Trying to pull through, passes it around. Oh, another nice save right there, Cooper Coleman. Half a quarter now, scrape by in the third. That one loosens up. I think LSU had it for just a brief moment. Not sure who has it now. I'm seeing sticks flying everywhere. Let's see what this one's on. And it will be LSU ball. Trying to put the moves on him, and he does. Nice job right there by number 41, is Jack Sutherland sneaking out of there. Passes it around over the middle. Over the middle, that one's going to go low. It's going to roll around. Still moving, still rolling. Trying to do it himself, loosens up that time, and LSU's going to take it. Pittman trying to stay vigilant, and he's going to get that one out. David Carl trying to space out his guys, and he does. This one now in enemy territory. Whistles are blown. And I believe it was a timeout on LSU side. We'll take it right with them. You're starting to see it. TCU starting to expand this lead a bit more, pull away. See how the rest of this third period and fourth go. We'll be back in just a few short moments here on Game On Sports. So both teams hitting the field now following this timeout. We have just under 6 minutes, call it 5 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the third period of play. Passes this one back. Trying to drive in. That's Jonah Berry. Passes it back over the middle. Ooh, goes low on the right side. Can't make it happen. Trying to scoop around. They are going to fling that one out of there. Who else? Cooper Coleman with another nice save. And now TCU coming the other way. Sean Leaney passes that one away. Sommerkamp passes that one over the middle. Ooh, a bit high right there. Right idea from Luke P. Couldn't make it happen. Max Sommerkamp. Very shifty. Passes that one over the middle. Oh, nice heads up play right there by Tippmann. Oh, that one tipped away. Nice play right there by P. That one is still scooped up by LSU. Passes that one out of there. Trying to drive in. Over the top, LSU goes again. Trying to put the moves on him. Swings by. See where he looks. TCU pressure all in his face. Trying to swing through. Goes low. Bounces around. Scooped up by LSU. Trying to go back over the top. Cooper Coleman catches it again. Last 3 minutes of this third period. And now LSU again in the driver's seat. Excuse me, TCU. Braddock Jones passes that one back. TCU slowing down the momentum. Gets a good screen. Trying to pull his way back in. Passes it around. Oh, over the top, and it rolls out. Under 2 minutes now. Let's see how TCU decides to play this. Braddock Jones trying to move in. Puts it through. Braddock Jones going to strike gold here late in the third. Ball's going to wiggle free. Ooh, that one tips off the edge right there, still scooped up. Peterman trying to get his fourth on the day. That one slips free. And that one flings out of bounds. And now last 40 seconds of this third period of play. Sommerkamp trying to drive in, see if they can extend this lead, make it 12-6. Passes that one back to Peterman. Peterson taking a few steps back, last 20. Tight defense right there. Trying to look for somewhere to go. Last 10 seconds. Sommerkamp from a country mile away puts it through. Give him the hat trick and give TCU a 6-score lead now. Last 10 seconds, TCU continues to pour it on. Talked about it earlier. TCU not going to take their foot off the gas no matter how far they're up. Saw what they did earlier in the season when they were faced with that situation with Baylor. They just kept pouring it on, and they're going to do it here. Last 10 seconds of the third. See if this one gets shuffled around for a little bit. Big hits taken by both sides. Kavanaugh is going to scoop that one up. And that's how our third period will end. TCU holds themselves a 12-6 lead over the visitors known as the LSU Tigers. And we'll be back for the last period of play here on Game On Sports. See you in just a few short moments. Last period of play here live from TCU University. TCU doing the home crowd proud here as they hold a 12-6 lead over LSU Tigers. My name is Isaac Estrada through the first three, and now for the last period of play, I have the opportunity to be your play-by-play and color commentator this afternoon. This one shuffles around. Nice spin right there. TCU got it. Andrew York passes that one away. Still loosening up, flings around here. Comes near our side, rolls out. This will be LSU ball. Oh, Far on the right side, that one rolls out. Coleman flings that one out of his own goal. Passes that one away. Over the top. TCU's going to strike again. That one, number 23, Jack Stewart, gets on the board for the second time this afternoon. TCU looks like headed into this fourth period up big. They're going to want to make it bigger. 13-6 game now. Wind really beginning to pick up here at TCU.
Take shortcut.
TCU scoops that one up. Ooh, bit of a fumble is taken right there. This one prize free. LSU's got it. LSU trying to drive in, get something rolling here. Full head of steam going to roll out near our side. Yeah, they're going to call that one white ball. TCU ball. Back underway now. Nice hustle play right there by TCU. Be the closest man to it. And just about 2 minutes has scraped off of our clock here in the fourth. Full head of steam. That one looks like it was nearly out. Still rolling here. Now it will be out. Still going to call this TCU ball. Passing it back now. And LSU is out of their own goal. Coming the other way, makes 3 men miss. Still full head of steam here. That's number 2, Nick Fritzter. Full head of steam gets it through. You see the penalty flag does fly, however. Number 13, Dylan Kumer gets his second make of the game. Let's see what that penalty flag is on. See what this is on. I believe the goal is still going to stand. So that goal will stand. I think the penalty was on TCU. They're going to get a 1-minute violation here and be ready to meet back in the center. This is number 24, Dominic Castro, meeting in the center for the faceoff this time for TCU. This one pops free. Let's see who's got it. Will be LSU. So LSU playing back and forth right here, just passing it around. Passes it back over the middle. Goes low. Cooper Coleman going to block that one with the stick. Shuffles around. Coleman's got it. Whistle is blown. A timeout is taken. We got 10.5 remaining here in this fourth period of play, in which has been TCU's ball game. We'll be back after this short timeout. So both teams beginning to flood in after the timeout. TCU 13-7 game in their favor. Last 10.5 headed into this game. I said it was anybody's contest, and when I was looking at halftime, I was like, man, I did a pretty good job of predicting that. We were sitting at a 5-5 game. Now headed after the halftime, TCU has really pulled away with this one, just really picking up the pace, and LSU struggling to catch up as TCU Horned Frogs hold a 13-7 lead over the Tigers. TCU has possession here in the last 10 minutes. Over the top, puts it through again. Number 11, Luke P gets on the board for the first time this afternoon. And really just starting to pull away now is the Horned Frogs. So Kavanaugh meets back in the center for the faceoff this time around. Ooh, tight face-off right here. Let's see who gets a hold of it. This one pops free. Looks like it was going to be TCU, and now it will be. Passes it back to Cooper Coleman. Ooh, that one goes low. LSU is going to scoop it up. Puts it through. Mental error right there by TCU, and LSU takes advantage. Number 11, Andrew Rodmio gets his second make of the game. So 2 for number 11. Dominic Castro now. Back for the faceoff for TCU. Oh, that one flies high in the air. See who's gotten it will be TCU. Puts a full head of steam on it. LSU back to back. Number 13, Dylan Cumer. Give him the hat trick. And LSU, you got to keep that never say die attitude. Down by 5, but you still got 9 minutes to play with here. 9.5. Kavanaugh now back on the faceoff. Kavanaugh and Dominic Castro really going back and forth on who's doing these faceoffs for TCU. This time it will be Kavanaugh. Hey, no matter how far you're up, we always say, like, don't slip up. Don't let it get close. You have a big lead, keep it that way. See how TCU decides to play it, knowing. Tries to go around. Kavanaugh hits the turf. And trying to get a handle on it, and it will. TCU gets a hand on it. LSU still going. Nice hit right there. LSU still got it. Full head of steam. Multiple players on him. He's going to be able to pass that one away. Whistle does blow. And we see penalty flags fly. And both teams getting a little hot right there, getting a little bit chirpy. So what we love about this game of lacrosse is it's so physical, but when it comes to word of mouth and when it gets more physical than the game allows. And we're going to take a quick timeout. Be back for the last 9 minutes of this game here on Game on Sports. So LSU hits the field first here, and TCU is going to follow behind them. Before the timeout, we saw both teams getting chirpy, and somebody took a hit, which resulted in the flag. We're not sure what that's on right now. Coach for TCU does not look happy. LSU, excuse me. Yeah, having to get him back. Not liking the call right there. Coach with the full head of steam still ranting in the official. Looks like we're finally going to resume play here. Both teams not happy about the call. I believe LSU will have possession. Passing that one back around. Finally back underway here. Gives it to him. Trying to go low. Nice save right there. Cooper Coleman. Full head of steam still rolling. TCU now finally going to slow it down. Trying to pull through, and he finally does. Over the middle. Trying to go low and gets it through. TCU had a lot of momentum going against them, and they needed that one in a big way, and they got it. Number 11, Luke P. Give him number 2 on the day. Make this a 15-9 game in favor of the Horned Frogs. Both teams getting a little bit chirpy now down the latter half of this game. This one tight. Let's see who gets a hold of it. Over the middle. Still rolling. Passes it back. Half a quarter is now behind us here. Trying to sway in its P. Passes that one a little bit high. It's still rolling. TCU does scoop it up. Passes that one back far. Oh, a bit high right there. It's going to roll out and be LSU ball now. 6.5 in this fourth period of play. Tittman trying to look for somewhere to go with that one. He's finally going to get that one out of there. Still rolling, still going. Is going to pass that one away, and it's going to tip over the top. Are they able to keep that one in? They are. Nice heads-up play right there by number 11, Andrew Romito. Trying to put the moves on him. There he goes. Passes it back. He's going to pull back, throws it over the top. Oh, a bit far to the right side. Andrew Romito already has 2 on the day, 1 in the third. Couldn't make it happen. Passes it back into the hands of Coleman, gets it out. Oh, that one is nicely swiped away by LSU. Adam Dalton. Oh, that one is saved. Adam Dalton leads the team for LSU in goals on the season. Hasn't been able to get on the board once this afternoon. TCU doing a great job of shutting him down. Changes made on both sides as Braddock Jones has the ball last 5 minutes. Trying to wait for Peterman to get in play. Braddock Jones trying to take the pressure himself. Passes it back to Peterman. Trying to go up and down and puts it through. Max Sommerkamp, give him 4 on the afternoon. I believe that one is still going to count. It will, and Max Sommerkamp going to get his 4th make on the day. Came into this game with 15 goals on the season. He now sits just 1 shy of the Big 20. And more importantly, his team will extend the lead here late in the 4th. So I believe there was a penalty on TCU following that, and they're coming the other way now. LSU at least. Full head of steam, a bit high right there. That one rolls out. Trying to scoop around, goes low and rolls out. Last 4 minutes. LSU still maintains possession here, last 4. Ooh, and that one dribbles around. LSU still got it. Trying to go around and puts it through. Number 11, Andrew Romito, gets his 3rd make of the game. So LSU looks like they're still going to fight up until the last horn. Still down by 6, but good job right there. Get back to it. Dylan Kumer, Andrew Romito both have a hat trick on the day for their side. Kavanaugh meets back in the center for the faceoff.
Your ball.
This one rolls around. Let's see who's got it. Kavanaugh takes a bump again. This one will be LSU ball. Goes low on the outside, can't put it through. Bit high, still rolling. See who's got it. Kicking it around. Oh, is this one going to roll out of bounds? LSU's got it. Penalty is called on LSU. TCU now puts this ball into play for themselves. Goes a bit low. Ooh, takes a drop right there. LSU looks like they got it. They do. Liam Curtin passes that one away. We now approach the last 2 minutes of this contest. Spins around a bit high right there, and that one's going to roll out. Believe it will still be LSU ball with the minute 53. Marches around again, a bit to the outside. And again, that one will roll out, and again, it still will be LSU ball. Last 90 seconds here in this contest. Billy Brooks took a fall right there, and this will be TCU ball now. And if you're TCU, just trying to keep this away here in the last minute. Ooh, and that one flips, holds out of bounds, will be LSU. Big hits right there from both sides. Number 2, Nick Frischert still stays in bounds here in the last minute. See if LSU decides to get one more off before the end of this one, but regardless, TCU played a great game this afternoon. Defensively, they let LSU get, you never like to see that, double digits on them, 10 points, but their offense really kicked it into gear, and you see it again right there. Defense doing its job that time around. Takes it away. Full head of steam. That one bounces around. And picked up by LSU. And they are going to inbound this one for the last 10 seconds, and it looks like they just want to hold on to it. TCU, great performance this afternoon. Came into this game on a 2-game losing streak. They knew they needed to pick it up after back-to-back losses to Oregon and Oregon State, and they do just that. Coming up big here against LSU at home. For LSU, they came into this one with a 3-game winning streak that the number 13th ranked Horned Frogs just snapped. Horned Frogs back in the win column. And it really was a team effort. Number 3, Ryder Peterson had the hat trick on the day. He was also followed by Luke Peely, Mac Rodvold, and Jack Storer, who all had themselves a pair. And let's not forget about Jake Viet. Nick, I keep butchering that last name, but he did have himself a make on the day, and TCU is going to get out of here with a big win. Oh, and you thought I forgot? I did not. Max Sommerkamp got himself 4 makes on the game. Really was the MVP. He does a great job. Came into this game leading the team in goals on the season. He's going to continue that streak as he now sits at 19 makes on the season. We thank you for joining us here this afternoon on Game On Sports. My name is Isaac Estrada. They had the opportunity to be your play-by-play and color commentator this afternoon. I was joined by my good friend Cookie here on Game On. We thank you. You have a good afternoon and a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your Sabbath. Good night and God bless.